and the Nightman and Gambit incapacitated one of two Nightmen. Now that Nightman keeps muttering the name of a mysterious female named Rhiannon. Now Rhiannon is a queen in her world known for cannibal magic, and she's now materialized in front of Gambit as she's come for the Nightman. Rhiannon tells Gambit she may have need of his brave young heart, but what the Cajun X-Man doesn't realize is she means quite literally. As Gambit prepares to hand the Nightman over to Rhiannon, the Nightman awakes from his slumber, telling Gambit no, you must not trust her. The Nightman tells Gambit she whispers like an angel, and then you wake up knee-deep in blood. But elsewhere, outside the mansion, the second Nightman closes in, and after being with Kendra, the second Nightman has taken on a more beastly demeanor. The second Nightman charges in as he sings a tune that keeps ringing in his head. Now Rhiannon prepares to apprehend the Nightman, and Gambit prepares to help as he still thinks he could trust Rhiannon. But as Gambit prepares to mobilize, the other Nightman once again wakes up, yelling incoherently. He tells Rhiannon to spare this earth, but Rhiannon seemingly has other plans. He continues to yell that everyone that meets Rhiannon risks losing more than their life. He lets her know that he will die before letting her spread her cannibal magic here. But elsewhere, as Gambit contemplates on whether he can trust Rhiannon, he senses the presence of someone else above him. Gambit kinetically charges a card while telling the figure to show himself. Gambit is then confronted by the bestial Nightman. But as the Nightman charges, Gambit hits him with several kinetically charged cards, putting him down momentarily. But as the Nightman returns to his feet, the Cajun X-Men is caught off guard. Gambit is confused because he seems to be caught on the heels by the same man that he saved tonight, maybe not yet realizing there are two Nightmen. But as Gambit tangles with the bestial Nightman, the other Nightman senses his presence and charges in. Now as Gambit has the bestial Nightman on the back foot, Gambit is confused as he sees another Nightman, which happens to be the original Nightman he saved earlier. While Gambit is distracted, the bestial Nightman takes the opportunity to throw Gambit and momentarily incapacitate him. The bestial Nightman then charges the other Nightman, with that same song ringing in both of their heads. But before they can go at it, they're both blasted with energy beams by Rhiannon. Rhiannon finds two Nightmen and the Cajun X-Men at her mercy. Meanwhile, back on Nightman's Earth, the Nightman's girlfriend, Gail, talks to Mr. Domingo, the Nightman's father. She wonders why any of this had to happen, but the Nightman's father knows exactly why this happened. It happened because he couldn't resist Rhiannon. Mr. Domingo knows he couldn't resist because many years ago, when he was a young man, he too fell victim to Rhiannon's charms. But when he discovered Rhiannon consuming a still beating heart, he refused all of her magic and her mysteries. He refused her from his bed that night on. Rhiannon left and promised to leave him alone forever. But they also had a son together, and that son would wind up growing up to be the Nightman. As Rhiannon looks over the men she has incapacitated, she thinks to herself that she's more powerful on this earth, and she's close to having the last ingredients she needs. Rhiannon plans to harvest the organs of the Cajun X-Men Remy LeBeau, aka Gambit. But before she could spill Gambit's blood, Kendra arrives, letting her know that she needs her permission before she touches Remy LeBeau's organs. To be continued.